Hey, what's up everybody? This is Stuart Beeby from Beeby Studios, and today we're going to be checking out the Sennheiser XS wireless lavalier mic set, which I know sounds a bit of a mouthful, but these things are awesome. We're going to do some vlogging, and I'm going to introduce you to a family of foxes that are moved in next door to us. Yes, you heard it right, a family of foxes. So come with me and check out the foxes, and check out this awesome bit of kit from Sennheiser. I guess you could say I've been pretty obsessed with these this family of foxes that have shown up around our area here. We live in Massachusetts. You get a lot of foxes around, and coyotes and all sorts of wildlife. But this particular fox showed up about a month ago. It was really reacting to our dog. We have a beagle, and the dog goes out in the enclosed yard, and but this fox was just really being very vocal, very territorial. Initially, we thought the fox was just kind of calling for its mate. If you've ever heard a fox call, they're pretty haunting sounds. But this thing is just very active day and night, and very reactive to our dog. So I decided that I would start tracking and try and follow its movements a little bit. So I've been setting up cameras everywhere. After weeks of trying to figure out where this thing was going, we discovered its den. And in its den, well, it's actually just mum and dad, and in the den there are 5 kits. I've set up a trail cam as well. I'm really excited to get the footage off that in a second, because last night when there's a lot of activity when I was filming the foxes, the trail cam was right there. In fact, you could see it in the background in some of the footage. I have a kind of neat system here with these GoPros. They're attached to these voltaic batteries for extra life. So I take out the battery of the GoPro and attach it to these batteries here, and then I put them in these little guys here and hide them around near the fox's den. And so I've got a couple of these set up. So I'm going to go, I've recharged the batteries, so I'm just going to go and place them again, but again I'm going to have to be really quiet, so that's why I'm kind of using this lavalier mic, so at least I can set the camera away while I'm near the den. I can kind of talk a lot quieter and let you know what I'm doing. One time our dog managed to get out of our yard, which is enclosed. The fence where she was able to get out, it is a bit of an older fence, and I thought she managed to break through. In fact, I'll show you now where that is. So this is the hole that I discovered where our dog had managed to escape. So the next day I went out and sort of boarded up the fence in some rudimentary fashion, but then the next day I'd noticed that there's all this digging out that had happened, which was meant that obviously another animal was trying to get in rather than Daisy trying to get out, Daisy our dog. So that's when I realised that actually this was the fox coming into our garden. It obviously had a reason to come in, and that's when I discovered under the shed here there's 2 big holes, and I'll show you that in a second. But what I did, I then put up a trail cam on the other side of this fence, and sure enough the fox was coming in and out, and quite a lot of activity there. So you can see the holes here, and this is in our yard. So it's funny, I was trying to track this fox thinking that the den would be way out in the woods somewhere, but here it was right under our nose. Now I know they were bedding down here, at least they were, until I think I spooked them when we did some spring cleanup the other day. I was around here blowing all the leaves away with our blowers, making a lot of noise. We got some furniture out of our shed here, which was obviously right above where they were sleeping. So I think the next night they got spooked, and they moved next door over here, not too far away. The shed for our neighbour is just over there. It's about sort of 50 yards away. And so that's where I discovered that there's another shed over there with just as much sort of digging out and holes and activity. So whether or not they were actually, let me turn this down. So whether or not they were kind of cohabiting, both spots, I'm not sure, but they are certainly now over there almost permanently. So I've already checked in with the neighbours, who are not there very often, which is probably
a good reason why the foxes have found probably the best place for them really is because there's very little activity next door. But I have checked with the neighbours that I can go in to their property and check the cameras and position my cameras, and they're cool with that. So I really appreciate them allowing me to do that. So I've set up this lavalier mic so that when we get over to the den, I can position the camera a little bit further away and talk to you quietly while I'm checking the trail cam. So I've positioned a GoPro camera there and in those little boxes, and another one over there because the mum and dad like to sit on the little ridge over there. So hopefully I'm going to try and get some nice footage of those sitting up there. But this is where the foxes are coming in and out of a lot. These two main holes here, they do come out over there as well. But I'm going to go and check the trail cam now. In fact, I'm going to go around this way, not in front of the den. So I'm using the Sennheiser XS lavalier mics for this here. For this reason, it's great to position the camera right over there and you can still hear me and I can still be quiet. And this trail cam, I've been so impressed with. You know, for I think around about 70 bucks on Amazon. It shoots, you know, night cam, day cam. It shoots in 1080p. It shoots photos and videos. If I start this now, oh, put it on. Definitely recommend getting one of these if you have any nature that you want to watch. These guys are excellent. There's lots of activity that goes on here. I've seen mum and dad bring lots of food back, and they kind of just position it in the holes here, and the cubs or the kits come out and feed there. Looks pretty awesome. All right, so I'm going to leave this here now that the cards are back in. But this is it. This is where it all goes on. I hope they're going to be around for a while. The foxes are obviously doing very, very well. In fact, I've counted now 6. I thought there was 5. There's actually 6 kits. So they're doing exceptionally well. And in fact, all around around the back of my shed, there's lots of smell of dead animals. So they're doing well. And I think I've captured some of the kills on the trail cam here. So again, stay tuned to see some of the footage there. But this feature as well has also been brought to you through the XS lavalier microphone, which is a great bit of kit, and I use it on a lot of my shoots, the lavalier set, and it was actually great for today because I didn't want to spook the foxes too much. So I hope you've enjoyed today's vlog, and stay tuned, and I hope to see you on the next one. Until then, take care.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to see more videos just like this.